Imagine watching a promotional video of a massive, futuristic semi-truck cruising smoothly down a desert highway, completely powered by hydrogen and electricity. No engine noise, no emissions, just pure innovation on wheels. Now, imagine discovering that truck wasn't actually driving at all. It was simply rolling downhill, filmed to look like it was moving under its own power. This is the story of Nikola Motors, a company that reached a valuation of $34 billion before selling a single working vehicle. In 2014, entrepreneur Trevor Milton founded Nikola Motors with an ambitious vision: revolutionize the trucking industry by replacing diesel engines with clean hydrogen fuel cell technology. The name itself was a deliberate homage to inventor Nikola Tesla, positioning the company as the trucking world's answer to Elon Musk's electric car empire. Milton was a natural showman. Charismatic, confident, and endlessly optimistic, he painted a picture of a future where massive 18-wheelers silently glided across American highways, powered entirely by hydrogen, producing nothing but water vapor as exhaust. The pitch was undeniably compelling. Trucking companies desperately wanted alternatives to expensive diesel fuel and increasingly strict emissions regulations. Investors saw an opportunity to get in early on what could become the Tesla of the trucking industry. In 2016, Nikola unveiled its first prototype truck, called the Nikola One, at a lavish, highly produced event. The truck looked sleek, futuristic, and remarkably close to production-ready. Milton confidently announced that customers had already placed billions of dollars worth of pre-orders. By 2020, Nikola went public through a merger with a shell company, and its stock price soared almost immediately. At its absolute peak, Nikola's market valuation reached an astonishing $34 billion, at one point briefly surpassing the market value of Ford, a company that had been building and selling actual vehicles for over a century. There was just one enormous problem: Nikola didn't actually have a working hydrogen truck. In September of 2020, a short-selling investment research firm called Hindenburg Research published an explosive report making a shocking accusation. The celebrated promotional video showing the Nikola One truck driving confidently down a highway was completely fake. According to the report, the truck in the video wasn't actually powered by its own engine at all. Instead, the vehicle had simply been towed to the top of a hill and allowed to roll downhill under gravity alone, with camera angles specifically designed to make it look like genuine, self-powered movement. The revelation was devastating. Nikola had spent years cultivating an image of cutting-edge technological breakthrough, and the entire foundation now appeared to be built on nothing more than clever camera tricks and misleading demonstrations. Additional accusations quickly followed. Hindenburg's report alleged that Nikola had systematically exaggerated its technological capabilities, misrepresented the state of its hydrogen infrastructure, and made numerous false claims about in-house engineering achievements that were, in reality, either purchased from outside suppliers or simply didn't exist at all. Nikola's stock price collapsed almost immediately following the report. Within days, the company lost billions of dollars in market value. General Motors, which had recently announced a major partnership deal with Nikola involving an 11% equity stake, dramatically scaled back the agreement once the fraud allegations surfaced. Trevor Milton resigned as chairman just days after the report's publication, though he continued publicly denying any wrongdoing. Federal investigators, however, disagreed entirely with his denials. In 2021, the Securities and Exchange Commission and the Department of Justice launched formal investigations into Nikola and Milton personally. Prosecutors alleged that Milton had knowingly deceived investors through numerous false statements about the company's technology, production capabilities, and existing order commitments. In October of 2022, following a highly publicized trial, Trevor Milton was convicted on multiple counts of securities fraud and wire fraud. He was ultimately sentenced to 4 years in federal prison. Nikola itself managed to survive in a dramatically diminished form, but the damage to investor trust proved permanent. The company continued struggling financially for years afterward, its once soaring $34 billion valuation reduced to a small fraction of its former glory. The Nikola scandal remains one of the most striking examples of Silicon Valley-style hype colliding directly with harsh manufacturing reality. It's a powerful reminder that an industry is built on genuine engineering and physical infrastructure. Unlike purely digital startups, there's simply no way to fake your way to success indefinitely. Eventually, the trucks actually have to drive themselves. So here's a question for you. Do you think investors should have been more skeptical of Nikola's claims from the very beginning, or was the fraud simply sophisticated enough to fool even experienced financial analysts? Let me know in the comments below.